Okay, there we go. Close that speaker down. So today we're going to be looking at Chihiro Pierce. Chihiro is a brand ambassador. She'll be with us tomorrow. I would highly recommend for all of you, or as many as you that would like to go into Zoom, because you can actually ask and talk to Chihiro directly. And if you don't want to have your video going, you can always turn your video off and it'll just give a static image. But at least that way you can ask your questions directly. But if not, we'll also be looking at Facebook, and we'll pass any questions from Facebook over to Chihiro. So we'll look at Chihiro's colors today. I thought we'd also look at one of the web pages, in particular, how to look at the dot cards, and probably spend about 5 or 7 minutes doing that. Giovanni, Anna are going to be doing some mixes, so they'll also be showing mixes. Mark, if you're doing some, that'd be fantastic. Any of you that are currently viewing, if you want to do some mixes of the colors we're going over, I'd love to see your mixes as well. We will put you center screen to see your mixes. And then we'll play a guessing game. And the guessing game this time, we're going to use the drawdowns, and we'll see how many you get actually from the drawdowns. So I tried to pick some of the more unique colors. So we'll see how that goes. I know how it'll go. You'll probably get them within the first single time. But you know, that's okay. That's a good thing. All right. So with that, why don't we go ahead and start. Chihiro's palette seems to be a very bright palette. Let me raise this up. Okay. Hello, Anika. Hello, Praffel.
John.
Yes.
You just said it's a bright palette, and I've noticed that that's something that a lot of artists are getting into over the last few years. Very bright palettes. Is that a trend, or do you think that's just the natural progression from traditional palettes to where we are now?
You know, I think a lot of, not a lot, there's artists that have come in through botanicals or doing flowers, etc. There's also artists such as Lauren or Alvaro or Joseph who do landscapes, etc. that don't have a lot of bright colors. Joseph has very few bright colors, although he might be using more than he's used in the past. So I think it's just preference. It's kind of what you're seeing in front of you, what you are at that moment passionate about, and you're choosing colors that will help you represent it.
Generally speaking, do you think it's going in that direction?
I think it's always, from the probably last 28 years, you could always find very big groups in doing botanicals, flowers, etc. Because you know they're beautiful. So I think it's always, that piece has always been there.
Yeah.
John, Chihiro is in our Facebook chat.
Oh, awesome. Hello, Chihiro.
Blue.
So you can ask that tomorrow, Ian. Ask Chihiro tomorrow. This is ultramarine turquoise. Ultramarine turquoise. This is Pyro Red. This is Moonglow. And before I do the next one, so Giovanni is doing his paint outs. And Anna, do you have those? Do you have these colors in front of you?
But I have it here. Yes, thank you.
So for anybody on Zoom, if you want to show your mixes, we'll go ahead and do that. Today we'll do the guessing game. We're also going to be looking at one of the areas of the website, which is looking at dot cards. So Rosie says, I'm just starting to paint, and these are the paints our instructors say are the best. That's very nice of them. So I have natural light in front of me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of windows in front of me. Here in Seattle, it can sometimes it could be just unbelievably bright, and sometimes like today, it's nice and warm, but it's also gray. This is sepia.
I have a question about the sticks. Is that okay for now?
Yes.
I received them in Sydney, which is wonderful, but we've had rain every day for 45 days and they're getting quite soft. And I was wondering, I can't find the plastic covers. What do I search for to purchase them?
So are you getting those from, can I ask you where you're getting them?
Just Australian suppliers. So there's a number of people that supply in Australia, but none of them seem to carry the covers, just the sticks.
So you should be able to find those online from a website if your local people don't carry them.
What are they called?
They're just watercolor stick holders.
Okay, thank you.
So Ethel can actually put the description.
Yeah, I'll send it to Sarah and even in the chat. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
And this is Quinacridone Rose. So Amy, this is Quinacridone Rose, and this is Pyro Red. Pyro Red, Quinacridone Rose. The Pale Blue, this is Manganese Blue U. Manganese Blue U. This is Sepia. This is Moonglow. Pyro Red. And this is Ultramarine Turquoise. So I'm using the tubes. And I think, but I see Giovanni is using, I think, both pans and sticks. So Giovanni's using pans and sticks. And Anna's using tubes as well. Yeah, Moonglow is a very, very popular, very popular. Yeah, I would say that the Pyro red is very vibrant. I think one time, probably, oh gosh, time's gone by really quick. Early last year, I did families of colors, and I believe I did the Pyrols and the Parylene. The Parylene are also very bright, but they're not as bright as the Pyrols. The Pyrols are certainly much brighter. Hello, Raffaele. Hello, Rosie. Okay. So, you know, the Quin Red, Quin Rose, Violet are all the same colors. They're all PV19. So now we're going to look at Quinacridone Magenta. Lemon yellow. Quinacridone Gold. Phthalo Yellow Green. So I'll show you in a couple of minutes how you can look up which artists are using or have the phthalo yellow green on their dot card. Phthalo blue, this is red shade. And another pyrrole, this is pyrrole orange. Anna, do you want to show yours?
Sounds great, thanks. What we're working with here is Magnese Blue Hue with the ochre, I believe. Do I have the name correct? And then here we have Moonglow mixed with the magnesium blue hue, and really beautiful granulation coming in here.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. What's the one above it?
That was transparent pyrrole orange with lunar black stick.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm about to put on Quinacridone Gold. We'll see what we mix it with.
We have another participant also swatching, John. That's Buffy.
Okay.
Angela, there's a question from Barbara for you. Did you mix Moonglow with manganese blue?
I mixed Moonglow with Cobalt Blue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a happy yellow. So this is quinacridone magenta, and this is lemon yellow. So really bright yellow. So with our opera pink, we actually use a little bit of the quinacridone magenta.
That makes your pigment unique within all the brands so that your light fastness is superior for this one specifically.
Thank you. Okay, this is a favorite. This is Quinacridone Gold.
Sarah, we sent you the link for the stick casing.
So thank you so much. That's great. I'll go to them.
Welcome.
I love my sticks. They're so great.
It's Quinacridone Gold. See Giovanni's. And Mark, how about you? Are you drawing some stuff out too? Your microphone went back off. Your microphone's off again. There we
There we
go.
go. Yeah, just doing drawdowns as well.
Very cool.
And showing the quinacridone sticks.
Very nice. Thank you.
Okay.
And this one's interesting too. Chihiro, your colors are really interesting. I'm really looking forward to your presentation tomorrow. So this is phthalo yellow green. Phthalo yellow green. Phalos are those very cool colors. They just scream to be life of the party.
Yeah, this color is definitely a very spring color.
It is. It's a very happy palette.
Yeah.
It's going to be phthalo. This is phthalo blue. Red shade. There's a red shade. There's a green shade. This is a red shade. So phthalo blue, red shade. So Giovanni's showing the stick. So I was asked Tuesday, I did a presentation for the Northwest Watercolor Society. They were absolutely wonderful. Molly was there, and there was a question. It was a question about the powdered paint. This is powdered paint. And what is the difference? The powdered paint has no water. The same pigment, same gum arabic, but no water. And then next in line is what Giovanni's been using, which are the pans. The pans have the next least amount of water. followed by the stick, then followed by the tube. Okay, so same exact pigment, same exact binder. The only difference between the different products is the amount of water. Oh, this is.
Chihiro says, yes, indeed, her palette is a very happy palette.
It is. I'm looking at the pyrrole orange.
Yes.
Like,
I love her colors too.
it kind of looks red on the screen, but it is just beautifully orange in front of me. And it's interesting because my Zoom, it's kind of red, but on my Facebook, it looks more orange. So I think it's just multiple things. There's how the camera interprets it and how the software is interpreting it as well. It's just a really awesome color. So there's those colors, and it's a very happy palette. Okay, so Hooker's Green, French Ultramarine, Cobalt Tail Blue. Cobalt Tail Blue, we'll see in a second among the dot cards how popular it is. I'll show you how to see that. It's a very popular color. Burnt Sienna. And lastly, Cad Yellow Medium U. So that is the Hooker's Green. See it next to Giovanni's. Buffy, did you want to show yours?
Hi, everybody. I've seen the different colors with the magenta
We're gonna put you on spotlight out there.
and how they blend with each other. Which ones blend together and then which ones repel each other and separate. I think that's really interesting. The Cobalt Teal,
Yeah, very cool.
really cool how it just completely wants to separate from each other.
Very
Beautiful
nice.
color palette. I love the dot card. Really, really pretty.
Thank you. So Carol says, yes, very interesting to see the difference in appearance of a given two colors between the two views, John's and Giovanni's. I like to see Anna's mixes. Thank you. I like to see Anna's mixes are really neat. And
I have beautiful granulation and separation between the Moon Glow and French Ultramarine here. Really beautiful reticulation, which is the streams flowing down within it.
oh, that's very neat. Can you point to that, Anna?
Right here especially, just really beautiful reticulation with the white of the paper creeping through at a very nearly microscopic level. And here you have the moon glow doing the same thing.
It's very cool. So this is the Hooker's Green. This is the French Ultramarine, and this is the Cobalt Teal Blue. And now we're going to see, this is the Burnt Sienna. Burnt Sienna. Giovanni, what do you like about, I was asked this question, and I think I mentioned you about how you take the amount of paint that you want from the stick. But what do you like? What does the stick give you? What are the benefits of the stick, since you have the sticks, the pans, and the tubes?
Okay, the benefit is because it's a perfect tools, is immediate tools, and the color is more strong. It's very strong. Is different from the tube. For my painting, the details is important to have a direct, strong color.
Awesome.
Thank you for inventing this.
I agree, Gio.
Welcome back, Gabriel.
Thank you.
So here we have the Burnt Sienna, and then the last one of Chihiro's colors for me is the Cadmium Yellow Medium U. Giovanni, which color did you just do? What's next to the Hooker's Green?
Now look at the green.
French ultramarine.
French Ultramarine, okay.
Yeah.
This
And
is
below?
fire.
Below? Yes, what's that one?
It looks purple.
The colors of violets.
Oh, Carbazole Violet.
Yeah. And the last cadmium yellow is green.
Awesome. So Victor, the paint sticks, the sticks will last a long time. The only way to get them to stick together is to use a huge amount of pigment. So they're very high pigment. There's also way less water in the sticks. And then how they're used, I mean, you can see Giovanni, how he uses his. I think Anna might use them as well. Gabriel uses them. And it really comes down to kind of what it is you want to create. You'll see some artists will take the color off of the end of the stick. Some will use it to do designs. It's really kind of, you know, it's up to your imagination. So you can use them traditional. I've seen people take shavings and put shavings into a pan and then wet the shavings. So it's kind of what I think we were talking about a couple of days ago. Watercolor is really, there's an infinite number of ways to do it. And when I talk to many artists I see throughout the world, they'll always say, you know, it's a medium that can take a lifetime as a journey to learn, because you're always learning something. I'm always amazed when I'm in a group of artists and they're by a table and it can go from complete silence to a roar because people are looking to see what other people are doing. And then the questions start, how are you doing that? What did you do? And then they try it. It's a really a medium of learning as well. So it's pretty phenomenal. Okay, so those are Chihiro's colors. Chihiro will be with us tomorrow. It'd be wonderful to see how she uses them. They certainly make me feel good. They're very bright. So very bright. Thank you, Anna and Gabriel and Giovanni and Buffy for showing yours.
And Angela.
And Angela. And Mark. Okay. That's a neat one, Angela.
Sorry?
I said, that's pretty interesting. So you're just being
Yeah.
creative, huh?
That is pyrrole red and the, what do you call it? The ultramarine turquoise.
Yes.
And,
And that's
some,
the
and the
phthalo yellow,
the
green,
yellow is the cadmium yellow light hue.
and the green dots are the phthalo.
No, this one, turquoise, ultramarine turquoise.
Very cool.
This one you mean?
Yeah, no, the dots.
The dot is this cadmium yellow light hue.
Very awesome. Awesome.
Looks like a starry night.
So Rosie says, will the class tomorrow be live on Facebook? Yes, it will. And you don't need to join Zoom, but if you do join the Zoom, you can ask your questions directly to Chihiro. But that's up to you. Claire says, does Daniel Smith do a single pigment set? We do lots of sets. Many of the sets would have quite a few of single pigments. The majority of all our colors are single pigments. So let's look at something which I find really interesting because many of you asked this quite a bit. We have the dot card. This, for example, is a goose. A goose is from Indonesia. And so there's a tool that really makes it easy for you to look at all of the dot cards. And I thought what we'd do is like once a week, just go over just one aspect of the website. So Ethel is going to take us to the website. This is danielsmith.com. You're very welcome, Victor.
We're gonna do now. Oopsie. I'm gonna do a share screen. There you go. Can you see this, John?
I can. So what we're seeing here is we're seeing on danielsmith.com the dot card finder. And you can kind of see that up there, danielsmith.com/dot card finder. And it lists all of the dot cards. And you can read the story about the artist, and you can also see the artist's colors. Ethel, can you flip a couple? And so just by touching the button, you can flip through all the different dot cards. We'll do a couple more. There's Angela Barbi who's with us right now. Vesnik, who's usually on.
And there's Chihiro's.
There's Chihiro's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so now we can see, if you want, curious about, oh, I wonder who's using, let's see, organic vermilion. I wonder what artists are using organic vermilion. You can type it in like that or go down the list. So organic vermilion. And so it's on Alvaro's card, Angus's card, Cindy Lane's card, David Taylor's card. So quite a few people are using organic vermilion. You can also choose any artist you want by going over to this side and just put the artist that you want to know about. Let's say we did Chihiro. And we click on that and we can see all of Chihiro's colors. Now say there's one you really wanted to learn more about. For example, we looked at burnt sienna. Let's look at burnt sienna. So we double click on it. And now it'll show us a drawdown of burnt sienna. That's a 1 to 10 wash, 1 part paint by weight to 10 parts distilled water by weight, and then mixed, and then a wash. We can read a little story about it. We can also see the characteristics. It's pigment brown number 7. It's a series 1. We can see the light fastness and transparency. And if we go down, We can also download the complete color story. So you can read a color story for every single color. You can, read about what is organic vermilion, burnt sienna, et cetera, et cetera. So kind of a pretty quick little, so you can learn about Avaro's gray, Amazonite, burnt sienna, cad yellow, medium U. Hello, Caroline. So one aspect that I get asked quite a bit of how many cards are there, who's on them, etc. So now easy way to look at that information.
John,
Yes,
can you download that flip book?
yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's still interactive as you download it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so download PDF right there. Yeah, it's a good question.
Right. Very good.
And it's available. The dot card finder is available from here, from one of our resources.
Right.
Thank you, Ethel.
Welcome.
I find that very helpful, John. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. I think those are great questions. Let's get asked those questions.
One more question.
Yes.
Does that chicken know what time of day it is?
Well, it keeps on reminding me of dinner.
Should be
But it's a-
when it's doing that.
But it's a pet, so I guess it just
Right,
reminds me
fair
of, it's just a happy chicken, happy rooster.
And it's a reminder of how international our context is, because that chicken is correct for its time zone. The rooster.
That's a rooster from the
It's a
Philippines.
rooster.
I like that. That's correct for its time zone. That's true. Huh? For Italy, you're almost midnight, pretty close to it.
Mhm.
So I thought we would play a game that you are exceptionally all very good at. I brought out some swatches, and I thought we would play the guessing game on the swatches. So here we go. This is the first one. I don't know if you can see that. So what do you think?
Is that Moonglow? No.
Rose of ultramarine.
No.
Purpurite, genuine.
Purpurite, genuine.
Oh, maybe.
Violet, something violet.
Raw amber violet?
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera's not doing a whole lot of, it looks a little bit better on Facebook than it does on Zoom. How about that? Maybe that.
Can I request a white background?
Yes.
How about a mid-tone gray background?
Or that?
Oh, look how different that
Wow.
becomes.
This is
Wow.
like a brown.
Brown.
That's interesting how much that changed, isn't it?
Changed a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, next time we do this, I'll buy some gray paper. So maybe that's better because I hear some gray. So what do you think?
Is that
Lots of-
Bordeaux?
Lots of granulation.
You don't have to buy gray paper. You can just paint paper gray.
There you go. That's-
Yeah.
Mommy box.
I can find some gray paint. Yeah.
Mommy bauxite?
It's not mummy bauxite. It has
I
good
am on
granulation. It's a synthetic. It's a synthetic.
Synthetic.
Synthetic red oxide.
Italian red.
India red.
No,
Uh,
it's synthetic.
Venetian red? No.
Another color within this group has the most spectacular granulation.
Oh, why?
Lunar. It's a lunar earth, maybe then.
Merida.
Lunar red rose.
Okay, this is
Rose of green.
it's lunar red rock.
Red rock.
Red
Whoa.
rock.
Hey.
Yeah,
Well,
That one was difficult.
yeah.
it was difficult, a little
Jumped
hard.
us.
Is
So-
that one within the P1 PO1? What am I talking? PR1.
I think it's Pigment Red 101.
In one of red oxides.
Pamphlet says Lunar Red Rock is Pigment Red 101.
It's red, yeah,
Right.
it's red
Yeah.
hematite.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one.
Viridian.
Oh, yeah, there's very viridian that.
This might be easier.
Dark sap green.
Deep Sap Green.
No
Oh,
one.
nice. The,
Caroline?
the mass tone is incredibly dark. So could that be could that be undersea green?
Air green earth.
Caroline.
Early green, maybe.
So it's pigment black number 31.
Oh.
It's
Caroline green.
Caroline green.
who said that?
Caroline black.
Caroline Green. You guys got
Early
it.
green, yes.
Caroline Green.
Angela Barbi.
Very, 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 very good. Very good. Okay. I try to pick ones that we haven't really played with before to make it a little bit more exciting. So what do you think?
This one, Jasper? No.
It's a brown.
Oh.
It's a brown. I know it looks kind of.
Jadeite, I mean, jade, something jade, the Indian one.
It's a brown.
Transparent brown oxide.
Baby Carmen. Environment friendly iron oxide.
Kind of close, but no.
Red Fuchsite Genuine.
Persienna.
No.
Transparent red oxide?
Persienna.
No.
Fire gold ochre.
It's pigment brown number 25.
Eh?
Medium staining.
Permanent brown.
Permanent brown. That's it.
Brown.
Oh, someone, Carol guessed it right from Facebook.
All right, Carol. Yeah, she did.
The rose of
It has
ultramarine.
to be quinacridone magenta.
It's the rose of ultramarine. Quinacridone magenta.
Quinacridone magenta. Quinacridone.
Yes.
So that would be a no and a no.
Rose matter permanent.
It is granulating.
Quinacridone Rose.
No.
Madder Lake.
Quinacridone violet.
One more time.
Violet.
Mimi, Letizia. Quinacridone violet.
Permanent violet.
Queen Violet.
Cobalt
Queen
violet.
violet. Queen violet. No, but that's a good guess.
Is it called
Carolyn says rhodolite.
purple?
It's
Is it
Mayan,
boroxide?
Mayan violet.
Mine. Oh, yeah. I even own that. I even own it.
You know, I stacked the deck on these. I tried to figure out ones that were a little bit that we haven't really played a huge amount with. So you're doing really, really, really well. Okay. Oh, some of those you get for the first time. Now this is an interesting color because it's made with almost 7 other pigments. What'd you say?
That's my Kraken black.
Okay, well, see, that was one time and you got it. This is McCracken black.
Yeah, great.
Carolyn says that the other one looked Quin fuchsia. Yeah, they neutral tint. Nope, McCracken black. Okay.
Quinacridone coral.
I will tell you this is much more orange in front of me.
Permanent orange.
Pyrrole orange.
Anthraquinoid.
A cadmium.
And it's not a cadmium.
Iron Scarlet.
Is it a pyrrole?
It is not a pyrrole.
A quinacridone?
Buffy says
Coral.
Paramount orange, Paramount force green.
Vermilion.
It is not.
Mayan orange.
Okay, who said that? Who said Mayan orange?
I did.
It's Mayan orange.
Ah,
Good
Okay.
job.
They're so
Good job.
pretty.
Mine orange.
Non è super accompagnato.
Claro, fresca.
Okay. What color?
James.
Albero fresco.
Close, but no.
No, perché è troppo blu.
Alvaro Scaliente.
It is a, I'll tell you, it's a neutral.
Is it James?
Graphite gray.
Nope, it's not James, but that's a good guess.
Joseph's.
Joseph's cool.
Joseph's cool. Yeah.
Joseph's neutral.
A neutral.
So Kristen says Q's blue gray. Magella says lunar black. Those are good guesses. I did try, just so as a really good hint though, I tried to pick ones that we haven't talked about quite a bit. These are more the, kind of unique ones.
Mars yellow.
Mars yellow.
As a medium light.
New
As
Cambodia.
a medium.
Ansa yellow. Deep.
Riulin.
New Cambodia, no. Then Mayan yellow.
It's not a Mayan.
Is it a hand?
Yellow deep hue.
Indian yellow.
Is that you, Johnny? Indian yellow.
Indian yellow.
Indian
That's
yellow.
ethnic, no?
Me.
Who's that?
Indian-
Besnik. It's Besnik.
Besnik.
Yeah, Besnik. Besnik said Indian yellow. Did I?
You
got it
win.
Oh
right.
yeah, I knew.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
was
won.
gonna say mango leaves, etc. But yes, Indian yellow. Okay, here we go.
Tricky one. Ooh.
I know this
Red
one.
Farsight.
I know this one. Pottery pink.
So good Raffaele and good Carolyn. Yeah.
Burnt
Is it
bronze.
pottery pink?
So what should you think?
Brent bronze.
Pottery.
Potter's
No.
pink.
Potter's pink.
Potter's pink.
Potter's pink is a really good guess, but no. So Raffaele says Potter's pink too. No, that's a really good guess.
Terercolano.
Is your screen showing it true to what you're seeing it, or is the screen merging the color?
I would say a little bit more pinkish on the screen than what I'm seeing.
Caroline
Like
says
Caroline?
Minnesota.
Yeah, Carolyn says Minnesota Pipestone too. I would say that if I saw what's on the screen, I would say that. I will tell you, this is a red. It has red in the name.
Red Earth, Buffy says.
Says what?
English
red.
Red Earth.
Yeah. James says burnt sienna light. This is Italian Venetian red.
Is it transparent, John?
Veramente diverso. Questo è
I believe it. I will tell you. The Italian Venetian red.
The page says that it's semi-transparent.
Semi-transparent. Yeah. And
I have my
granulation.
dot com with me.
So you can see the granulation. Yeah, a little hard because I tried to pick ones that weren't that easy to guess.
On the computer screen, it looks very similar in value to your skin tone of the hand.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Okay, so here's another one. I will tell you, this is an ochre. How about that? This is an ochre.
Is it like a deep ochre?
Verona,
A deep
Verona.
yellow?
Okay.
It is a deep ochre. So it's an ochre and it is a deep ochre.
Queen deep gold.
No.
Verona Gold.
It's going to have both of those words in it, deep and ochre.
Deep yellow. Okay.
Italian deep
Deep
ochre.
Italian.
Italian.
Italian deep ochre.
Those Italians.
Oh, Raffaele's got it right with deep ochre, and James was very close with French ochre, and Carol was on the money with Italian. So yes, very, very close.
Giovanni should guess this color because he's Italian. Ah, Gio.
Hi, Jesse.
Okay, so what do you think about this one?
Joseph,
Graphite.
Alvaro's Caliente.
Caliente?
It is a Joseph. You're correct. It is a Joseph.
Joseph.
You have a school.
Cool gray.
Joseph Cool.
Dark neutral.
Neutral. That's right, Ian. It's neutral.
Wow.
So good guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have seen that next one.
Scusa,
Yeah, it actually looks very much lighter on Facebook than it does on Zoom. So there's what I'm seeing, and there's two different, I don't know how to, I think that's just a nuance of the software. Okay, so this one, I really like this color. What do you think?
James Gray.
Nope, it's not
Why?
peach gray. Very good guess.
Seems like Joseph's Worms Gray.
Graphite.
I could see you saying that because it would be very close, but no.
Graphite gray.
Who said graphite gray?
Me.
So Carolyn. So Carolyn said it, and who said it?
Ethel.
Ethel. Okay, Ethel. And also Buffy said graphite. Yep.
Yay.
Yep. Good guessing. Okay, this is a really pretty color. We did this one to try to save the environment. Really, really
one of the
super
EF.
granulating.
What an
Environment-friendly
amazing,
brown
Environmentally
oxide.
brown oxide.
amazing
Yeah,
granulation.
That was like 9 people all coming with the same answer, and I think that's probably going to be on the. Yeah, exactly right.
Almost looks like
Environmental friendly.
tanned leather, doesn't it? Tanned leather.
It does. It does.
Yeah, it's really the granulation is just awesome.
Which was this one, John? Sorry.
Oh,
This one here, this one was the EF brown iron oxide. Environmental friendly brown iron oxide.
Navel yellow.
could
It doesn't-
this one be another Italian yellow?
Neighbor.
Monte Amiata.
Naples. Yes, Naples yellow, maybe.
Aurora Sienna Light.
Those are all good guesses, but no.
Monte Appiata.
Sienna light.
Very good guesses, but no.
Verona.
Bit of
Verona.
acetone, and that's quite bright.
I was just going to say it comes from Italy, but yes, it is Verona.
Mm.
So this is Verona Gold Ochre.
Ah,
Yeah, good guess. good
Betty.
guess.
Yeah, it has got an.
It's a beauty.
And
It's not
Nancy,
gold,
says
isn't it?
Verona Gold Ochre. Yes, Nancy, that's exactly right.
On Facebook is completely different.
It is much different between the Zoom and the Facebook.
Look at this one.
Okay, so what do you think? This
Like a
is
blood red, isn't it?
really not this red, but it's not this red, but I'm looking on Zoom. It's pretty close on Facebook. Facebook is actually pretty close. What do you think? It's a red.
New Jasper?
It's not a Primatech.
No, is it? Could it be an English red?
Burgundy red.
It could be, but it's not.
Red Earth.
But Scarlet.
Is that more purple?
No, it's actually more brown. It's kind of, how can I do?
Oh,
Yellow ochre.
This is Indian red. Is it Indian red?
Lunar earth.
Maroon.
No, it is definitely not that red.
Burnt yellow ochre?
Yeah.
I will tell you, it comes from a part. It comes from a part of Italy that's very famous.
Piemonte.
Venetian red.
Sì, Pompei.
Terrer Colano.
Venetian.
Colano,
Italian
Terreno.
Viridian
It
Red.
is, it is. I've heard it like 3 times. It's Venetian red.
Ah, Venetian.
Red.
There's not much difference between English red and Venetian red.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell this one on the screen. Okay. And again, I tried to pick ones that were a little bit more,
Ooh.
Obscure.
yes.
Cobalt Green Pell.
Oh, you know what? Who
No,
said that?
no.
Neighbor, was that
Gabriel.
you?
Thank
So
you,
this,
everyone.
this is Cobalt Green, not so.
Oh,
Not
Yeah.
green pale.
but he would have got it the next step. You guys would have got it. There we go. It's very pretty though. I tried to pick more unique ones. Okay.
That's something to have a look at some point. The difference between cobalt green and turquoise.
I can show you next time.
It is a cadmium red medium.
It is not a cadmium.
Is it Mayan?
Orange.
It is not a Mayan, but that's a good guess.
Is it?
It is a constituent of a very, very popular color.
Transparent highlight orange.
That's a good guess too, but
Is
it's
it
not.
the pyrrole?
Transparent pyrrole?
Perennial.
That-
Scarlet.
That would be very, so there is a color that uses the pyrrole orange, but this is not it.
Anthraquinite scarlet.
Oh.
Yes. Who said anthraquinite scarlet? Yes. It's
Gabriel.
anthraquinite scarlet.
Perennial red.
Whoa,
Anthraquinite scarlet.
that was difficult.
Ah, Gabriel.
On the screen, it looked oranger, more orange, but on this page, anthraquinone red, scarlet looks more on the blue side.
Yeah,
It's next to cadmium red medium.
Yeah, I think the Facebook actually does a little bit better color from a color standpoint. I don't know why that is.
Jedi.
It's not a Primatech. That's a good guess.
Chromium
Haneke's
green
very
oxide.
good. Oh, you know who said that? Raffaele was right on the money, and so were you, Gabriel. So Raffaele says chromium green oxide. Absolutely. Carolyn says chromium green oxide. Yes. See, that's one time, and you guys nail it. Okay, let's do another one. This is the last one I have.
Plain blue gray.
Payne's blue gray.
Indigo.
Payne's blue gray.
Payne's gray.
It's
Indigo?
not. It is not Payne's.
Oh.
Alvaro fresco.
James
sorry?
Gray.
Jane's gray.
Alvaro fresco.
Alvaro cool. Alvaro cool. Alvaro fresco.
The name peeked out.
Yeah, I saw that. It's Alvaro's. Yeah.
It's not. It's
Oh, yes.
Alvaro.
Oh,
It's Alvaro's Fresco Gray. See, you guys are awesome.
I thought it was
It's
Catherine
not
Taylor
fresco.
Gray.
Those were not easy ones to get. I tried to really go through and make them quite difficult.
You did. You succeeded.
Yes, totally succeeded.
You knocked me out how you get them though. I mean, seeing what I saw on the screen, your guesses were on many of these were really, really good. Besides getting them first off, which is
That or I need cataract surgery.
all right. Well, that was fun. So thank you for playing that. That was really, really good. I will get a piece. I'll paint. I'll take Anna's suggestion and paint a piece of paper gray. I have some stuff on photography. I'll grab that too. So thank you very much for joining today. It's always fabulous. I can't believe it's been over 2 years. It's just amazing how time just really goes. So tomorrow will be Chihiro. Chihiro was with us today as well. She has a very, very, very bright palette. Thank you, Anna, Gabriel, Giovanni, Johnny, Angela for painting along. And I'd love to see any other, if you want to show your painting, Buffy, great to see them. So thank you, everybody. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
you.
Thank you for being with me
See you
today.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
right.
Bye.
Live long and prosper.